Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. It is the Ash Heritor, and welcome back to Rogue Trader. Here we are, back on Footfall. Incendia Corda has taken over the place and has made it into her own little dystopian hellscape where she is punishing everybody who she perceives as guilty, which is the entire population of Footfall, in some rather heinous ways. She was also eating the brain of a perceived guilty person so that she could learn how they think. I think she's gone off the rails, and we're probably going to have to put her down. However, unfortunately, the Inquisition seems to be tolerating her presence, and doesn't want any infighting between the rogue traders, which I guess is reasonable. So we're going to have to wait and figure out how to sever the bond between Corda and the Inquisition. Anyways, we also got to help Jai. Jai's got some people that are being held up by a former associate of hers, who, presumably wants her dead, so we've got to spring the trap back
Rise to the top,
so we're gonna
or get left in the dust.
Head on through and see what's going around. I've also done a lot of moving of excess gear to the cargo space. I still have a lot, but I got rid of also a lot. So when we go back to the ship, I should be able to get some new equipment, I think.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
It's like one of the few banters involving Argenta where the other character is not snarky to Argenta. So that's very nice of you, Cassia. But that is more or less to be expected from Cassia. Oh, she's got a funky helmet on. I was like, where's her glorious white hair? But indeed, she is wearing a helmet. Hold on, what does this do? Right, and we can stun people. No, that always scores critical hits. So we could also equip, like, the skull here. No, we'll try the self-calibrating helmet for the moment. I already went through equipment. I just may have missed that. Anyways, judging by their injuries, the aristocrats were subjected to a long, enthusiastic beating before their execution. Well, at least they're getting the aristocrats, too. And not being, picky. Got some Inquisition troopers down here. Presumably, some Drusians. It's an Anver. Know, my children, that the truth is carved in gold into the parchment of the soul, while lies and heresy are the poison that threatens to erode this parchment.
I always have a backup plan.
Contorted human remains are smoldering on top of a pile of books on architecture. The side reads, Gordey Skatov, spy for the Xenos. Took notes on the station's structures for the purpose of sabotage. He was literally an architect. And he killed him. Anver. Also, wasn't that a guy we talked to before? Soldier's limbs are twisted in unnatural angles. Somebody broke every bone and left him to die. I'm an honest trader. What have I done? Bro, honesty's got nothing to do with any of this.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, traces of soot.
Never doubt
A
me.
bomb exploded here. Most likely an improvised one. Indeed, there's some dead people here. So it looks like they tried to blow something up. Somebody did. Maybe the Anvers. Maybe just genuine people that have had enough of this nonsense. We'll see. We can get up here, I think. Maybe we cannot. No, I guess the Inquisition is blocking the way. Right? Correct. Well, we can go this way at least.
Keep your wits about you.
Sweet rotten odor of and the scent of incense mix into a thick, nauseating stench. By the way, if any of you guys have not checked out my Slay the Princess series, go do that. It is a pretty awesome story-based game. Obviously, we'll be continuing Rogue Trader. Maybe we shouldn't stand in that. Okay, well, I guess we're standing in it, but it's fine. It's Elden Ring fire.
Is there money to be
It'll
made?
be okay. We can't go through there. I gotta figure out where we need to go. That's what I need to figure out. Okay, well, what's your deal? Somebody shoved a flamer down the throat of this Corda soldier and burned his entrails. Well, that's rough, buddy. Suspicious prowler. Oh, he's gonna do something bad. 2 in the first patrol, 3 in the second. You've got to do the 3 first. They've got shotguns. Alright, so he's watching for something.
Let us not dawdle.
I actually don't even feel like reporting him. Honestly. So we can't... The soldier was killed with a sudden blow at point-blank range. I know how to get to the Martyr's Endurance. I thought this was something else. Martyr's Endurance, let's go. Let's see what happens. Drop this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and you know the drill. Thanks for watching this far. I believe this is going to be episode 100. Might be... Yeah, I think this is episode 100, which is it's a lot of episodes. It's like 100... It's definitely more than 100 hours. I think on average my episodes are like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Maybe even a bit longer. So that's a lot of hours to those of you who have watched all of it, even if you're like watching it at faster speeds or, you know, coming in and heading out from time to time. You guys are absolute troopers. The Emperor's finest. Or the Warp's finest, depending on where your allegiances lie. Right, what was down there? I don't know. We're not going to go down there just yet. We're going to stay up here for the moment. We got... Hey, Vladimir Tokara. Yeah, indeed, he was here. He was going to be here. First we're going to loot, though. Or not. First we're going to have something happen. Look at yourselves, huddled in this den like so many hunted beasts. In vain you're something. Okay. We're going to have a chit-chat with Vladimir Tokara. You have no other options, Ryza. If you abandon Footfall to Corda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you, with no ammunition, no water, and no air. So quit bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Okay, he's got a plan. Plan? More like a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. Vladimir and Ryza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're the runt trying to play with the big boys. Vakimo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns to your name. The way I see it, your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Turning away from Ryza, Vladame's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Liege Tokara, my greetings. Vladame replies in a stiff, formal tone. My apologies for being unable to receive your ladyship in my office. My present status imposes certain limitations on me. Greetings, your ladyship. And as for you, Vakimo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap. Oh, she's calling him Vakimo. Huh. I don't gamble on those kinds of odds. I'll leave you to think about your prospects. Maybe you'll realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea, while me and my shuttle are still here. Alright, so she's getting out of here. By the throne's radiance, Vladame, if you don't tell me this very moment where you and Falco are keeping my guys... The former liege interrupts Jai with a dry gesture. I don't do business with rats, Hidari. And surprisingly enough, for once I don't mean you. Okay, so he's got nothing to do with it. In that case, pray to the Exalted One that Falco backs up your story before he dies. Disappointed, Jai takes her hand off her weapon and bows her head before you, penitently. Forgive my brazenness, Cyrene. He's all yours. Oh, look at Vladame. The former liege looks angry and focused. His coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of ceramite-reinforced armor hidden beneath. He is wearing a gun holster on his side, Now that Vladame has thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. He exudes an aura of imperious cruelty. He's angry and focused. Okay. How is the station faring? It's turned into a kingdom of death. Executed protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good, useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Corda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I've been preparing for that turn of events ever since that hag tried to take Footfall the first time. You helped us then, giving me more time to organize. I set up weapons caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent's data from the Cogitator network. When Corda seized power, she thought she'd won, but the station was still mine, to an extent. My little army is waging a war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy, or are close to someone who does. Vladame's ruthless smile is like a jagged steel trap. Incendia is conducting her reprisals, and I am conducting mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupying force. He has not done a better job of imposing order. I see. Vladame smiles tersely. Old habits die hard, I'll admit. I wasn't exactly yearning for the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again is invigorating. Your ladyship, I'm asking you for help. Not just on the behalf of the portion of the station population that isn't already scared shitless, but on behalf of the Kasbalika mission as well. My people and my organization's assets are in a vulnerable position. Help us protect our interests, and we'll help you protect yours. Yeah, they highly value their partnership with me. Okay, so having, like, max rep with factions maybe will benefit here and there. That's cool. What kind of help do you expect from me? A general uprising will be doomed to fail. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. An insidious smile appears on the liege's lips. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us. Exploit her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amasikas as our meeting place. If you let the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come. And she will hardly drag her throne with her. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Footfall. News of Incendia's death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. Considering Kalkazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he clearly couldn't care less about Footfall. This means he also doesn't care who runs the station, so long as things are quiet here. I'm going to make sure things are quiet. Granted, he did give Corda a security detail, but if she's already... Takara emphasizes the last word, dead, and her death doesn't reek of deadly heresy, he likely won't bother to investigate. The Lord Inquisitor will simply entrust governance to someone who won't cause him problems. Someone like me. I realize it's a bold hypothesis, and the Lord Inquisitor may have me hanged for Corda's death, but my life is at stake as it is, so I may as well take the risk. What parts... or why would I no, I know why I'm gonna take part of it. What forces do you have at your command? However much Corda would like to believe she's kicked the Kasbalika out of Footfall, she hasn't. We're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's still enough of us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reliable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add that to the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Kasbalika mission have provided me with. A radical solution, I know, but they don't care who they kill as long as I pay them, and I have means to pay them. What are your Xenos mercenaries? I haven't seen any. Eldar? Hopefully. We would have greater numbers if Ryza wasn't so damned cautious, and Hieronymus did us a favor and shut his preaching trap. Vladame grits his teeth and adds quietly, I would have thrown the good reverend for a loop long ago if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. What does Ryza have a problem with? She has misgivings about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is a foregone conclusion. And right now, she seems to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. She needs the right kind of motivation. It's a shame there's no one the cold bitch values enough for me to take hostage. Why did Ryza call you Vakimo? Old nicknames die as hard as old habits. I used to be known by that name on the station. The Vakimo is a myth, a malicious spirit stalking its prey in Footfall's empty sectors. Takara chuckles. I had a terrible reputation when I was young. Why has Hieronymus shown up here? He preaches repentance. Vladame remains stone-faced for a few seconds before giving in and letting a sarcastic smile form on his lips. Korda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up possibilities. If we put pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who will tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man. I regret not getting him on side sooner. Very well, I have understood your plan. An unblinking gaze fixes upon you. I hope you think it is promising. I will help you overthrow Korda. Each second of her continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. I cannot say I approve of antagonizing Korda, but her methods being what they are, I genuinely disapprove of assisting her. Thanks, Abelard. I'm glad you're with us, your ladyship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all that thinking of where to hide, it'll discover even your skull isn't thick enough once the fight is on. Which sounds especially ironic considering how he died. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Lady Incendia. Perhaps some of these gathered in here will support us, Ryza's people, Hieronymus' zealots, even Octaviana's regulars. We can use whomever we can get. If you think that it may be worth fortifying our positions or preparing a few surprises for our guests, my people and arsenal are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Korda a message saying I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences the Footfall way, with a gunfight. I'd like to make a deal with the Kasbalika. Regretfully, your ladyship, I have nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets you're interested in have been temporarily restricted. It's going to take putting a bullet through a couple of heads for me once again to be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. Very well, I'll go look around. Vladame nods attentively, then looks down at the data slate showing a map of the station's systems, scrutinizes it with a pensive expression. So, we've got some people to talk to. Ah, yeah, Eldar. Oh, it's a Drukhari even. But it's wearing, like, normal clothing. What are you? The Drukhari hisses in an elaborate curse. There's some combat servitors. Oh, there's Hieronymus. We should definitely talk to him. First,
Keep your wits
loot.
about you.
And we can order a mine to be sent here. Perfect. Okay. That's good. So we can actually look around and see about setting up some traps, too. This might be a cool fight. Citizens. Chaplain. The imposing man... Oh, it's Chaplain. I remember him. He's not just a chaplain, he's Chaplain. The imposing man, covered head to toe in scars, is hard to mistake for anyone else. You were looking at Chaplain, confessor to the late Dens Bilardo, whose funeral now seems like an eternity ago. It really does. His arms are crossed as he surveys the room with a gloomy expression. As you approach, he bows deferentially. Your ladyship, it's nice to see that St. Drusus has protected your neck from the heretics and the Xenos since last we met. Shame how it's always sad events that bring us together. The last time was at a funeral, and now it feels like half of Footfall needs a memorial service. Long time no see, Chaplain. What are you doing here?
Same as always, your ladyship, bringing the Emperor's light to the lowly and downtrodden. And I have my hands full here on Footfall. The station's teeming with hungry, maimed, and frightened people.
His large fists clench into twin mace heads.
Her ladyship, Incendia Corda, in her righteous zeal, doesn't see the atrocities her enforcers commit in the shadow quarters, using her name as their shield. I intervene wherever I can, but to be honest, I'm almost spent. Helping everyone is beyond my abilities.
What's your opinion on the situation on the station? Chaplain jerks his chin up defiantly.
Honestly, perhaps this began as a cleansing. But since day one, it's looked more like a frenzy of fanaticism. Granted, people with a clear conscience have always been few and far between on Footfall. But is that a reason to exterminate everyone for the pettiest infractions? St. Drusus teaches us to bring people back to the Emperor's light, and only punish by death those who have crossed the forbidden line and turned away from him irrevocably. I'm my own living proof that even a thoroughly rotten scoundrel can take the path of redemption. Are we in such deep retreat from the heresy we're battling that the flamer and the noose are the only tools we have left?
Chaplain speaking sense yet again.
Shame that Reverend Hieronymus won't listen to me. He's too zealous. He sees the face of vice too clearly and finds it too abhorrent. Looking at Footfall makes him sick, and so he welcomes the cleansing.
May St. Drusus help you, your ladyship. Sorry, I just had a fit of coughing. Sometimes the voice acting is a little bit brutal on the old vocal cords. Octaviana looks tired, but finds the strength to smile briskly. She pours 2 shots of clear yellowish liquid with streaks of promethium in it, and slides one towards Ryza.
Let's drink to her infallible ladyship, Porter's mercy and good judgment, wherever they may be right now.
Alright. Ryza downs the shot, grimacing in satisfaction.
You've quite a way with words, Octi. Yes, indeed. One would hate it if Lady Corda's ill health affected our own. Have you, by any chance, run into Lady Corda's good judgment on your journeys, ladyship?
The pirate laughs hoarsely.
Ah, Octi, I've missed the fiery sunset of your hair, Cyrene. Sorry I haven't brought any gifts today, but we're certainly going to down another round or two. Shut up, Haydari. You came back alive, and that's good enough.
Octaviana's face twists into a scowl, but her whole body leans forward towards her old friend.
And don't beat her out about the bush. I know exactly why you've come to Footfall in such a rush. But Jai, your guys got killed. Every last one of them, before Corda even set foot on the station. Some were found dismembered in the shadow quarters, some became a heap of ash at the crematorium, and Falco launched the luckiest ones into orbit around the station, so that anyone could see how much he despised you and your patron, if the rogue trader will pardon me for saying it.
Oh boy.
That Ashmak!
Jai's voice is full of anger and thirst for vengeance.
No. There's still something he needs from me. So not all of them are dead, or at any rate, it will be better for him if some aren't. Where is he, Octi? Speak! You know very well where.
Octaviana waves towards a drab-looking door covered by a sheet of metal.
The sewers are where that rat belongs. You know, he was going to rat us out. He was going to rat us all out to Corda, including Vladame. You should have seen Falco's face when Vladame led the Inquisitor's dogs to him first. Ha! Got anything strong, Taviana? For you, always, milady.
A dusty but finely made greenish bottle with a wax seal appears on the bar.
Lord Winterscale's favorite blend. So good, it's not entirely legal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until his return. And who knows if he'll ever return here now. It would be a waste. He's not coming back. I killed him. Go ahead and pour me one. Killed him? I suppose we can skip the details. It's dangerous to ask too many questions of the woman who took down his lordship Winterscale. All right then. Here's to your courage in battle. How have you been faring here without me? Badly. But we're in no mood to lie down and die yet. There are still people who can't stand Corda's regime, and they are fighting. A sting a day, always something, always somewhere new. Vladame may be on the run, but he still has people loyal to him. He'd have more if it weren't for Reverend Hieronymus. Many have fallen for his servants and taken to repenting and confessing. He's turned so many to the faith that they don't dare touch him anymore. The old man's a force to be reckoned with now.
Octaviana lowers her voice.
Vladame has let the station slip away from him. Plenty of people aren't happy about it, not least his business partners. Should something happen to Dokara come here, your dealings with the Kazbalika shouldn't take a hit because of the old liege's ambitions.
Okay. So we could let Tokara die. We'll have to see. I don't know who would take over. I mean, if she would end up taking over the station, I might consider it, but...
Are you not afraid the enforcers will come for you eventually? If they show up, I'll blow up the martyr's endurance before I let those butchers take me alive. For now, I'll be behind the bar, refueling my roughnecks. It's a rotten thing for a captain to abandon ship, isn't it, your ladyship? Some captain. If I were you, I'd scram while the scramming's good. I know you're attached to the Amasikas, but this hole isn't worth dying for. I've a shuttle hidden away nearby, so we can take off right now. Give it a rest, Ryza. I'm not holding you here, so stop trying to drag me away with you. Octaviana, we have a plan to stop Corda. Your help would be welcome.
The woman looks at you pensively.
And by we, you mean you and Vladane. He always has a plan. He's certainly not the best, but it's certainly not always the best plan. Why should I trust your idea?
Why don't we, go iconoclast here. Gesture at the people in the room with a sweep of your arm.
This is not about whose idea it is. This is not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For the people of Footfall. For you, Octaviana. For your freedom from an insane zealot's reign of terror.
Hey, transcend the potential. What's this? Once per battle, the rogue trader may choose an ally. The target ally may immediately use their heroic act without spending momentum. Oh god. Alright, I guess we're top tier iconoclast. No, that's 4. I think there's still a 5th tier. I'll have to look that up.
You certainly know how to be persuasive, your ladyship. You're right. You're ready to risk your life for us, and here I am being picky like a noble offered a Nutribar made of corpse starch. You can count on me.
Alright, awesome.
I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of Xenos weapons. Lethal, with no guarantee of quality. Figuring out how it even works is tricky enough, but that still beats the junk Vladime stubs are armed with. I can have a round on the house. Alright, thank you. In the meantime, Ryza and I need to have a little chat.
Ryza casts a glance in Octavia's direction, waits for her to take the hint and look away, then says,
At your ladyship's service.
You see through the pirate's eyes instantly, and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it will soon drag her under. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces.
Ryza, the forces you have opened yourself up to will be your undoing. And once more, your crew, too, will pay for it with their souls, because of you.
Ryza's expression turns to stone. She peers tensely into her glass, as if trying to find some answer at the bottom of it. Finally, she raises her eyes to you, looking incredibly tired.
You're cruel, you know, your ladyship. The way you found where this old pirate was hiding her conscience and dragged it kicking and screaming into the light. I got in over my head, and almost took my guys down with me. I'd be a crap captain if I allowed my fear to kill my crew. Thank your esteemed self for talking some sense into me. Got a light.
The pirate casually rips some kind of amulet from her neck, bearing a fanged beast crowned with horns. Not good. She tosses it into her near-empty glass of rotgut and throws the match you offered after it. The contents of the glass are immediately engulfed in unholy purple flame. A minute later, all that remains is ash and a nasty puddle of black metal at the bottom. Satisfied with the result, Ryza smashes the glass on the floor.
The dame needs your help. Your ladyship, his so-called plan is nothing but the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vakimo was once smart, shrewd, and wily, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. It would be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated or had a rogue trader on our side.
Ryza looks you straight in the eye, her meaning quite clear. Oh, we can give her, we can pay her.
Spoken like a cowardly crone, not a dread pirate captain.
Ryza's eyes flash and she scowls.
Don't talk to me like that, your ladyship. The times we're living in, barely anyone in the Expanse remembers who old Ryza is. I'm not getting any respect anymore. That means they need a reminder. And they're going to get one. Oh, what the warp. My crew and I will take part in your little uprising. But don't ask me for details. Old Ryza prefers to keep quiet about the behind-the-scenes workings of her insidious and sudden strikes. And I have nothing more to say. It's an honor for old Ryza to have a conversation with your ladyship just like that.
Alright, well, we got 2 on our side. Can we also... We got some
I
dreadful
always
Xenos
keep my
here.
options open.
When we were trapped in cages, we got fed. And when we got zapped... And we got zapped, but nothing else besides that. Now we aren't getting any food, and on top of the zapping... There's hitting and kicking and stabbing, too.
What is it, rogue
I want to go
trader?
back to my cage. Oh, these were the mutants. That sucks. Suspicious prowlers. A few of them here. We can carouse
Nothing's
this.
impossible for this old officer.
The decanter used to contain a cheap amasec, which, for the sake of attractiveness, has obviously been enriched with the deodorizing agent. Leftovers of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plate. Let's grab this goods here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Hopefully we might even be able to buy from Hieronymus right now. 'Cause he is here, right there. There he is.
The Emperor protects young von Valancius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess. Repentance is the first step on the path to redemption. Why are you preaching here, among rebels? It is not rebels that I see. I see fools and malefactors whose weakness made them reject the law of the Imperium, who are in need of repentance and instruction. Had I come here earlier, perhaps I would have been able to prevent this heretical insurrection. And what do you see, rogue trader? I see frightened people trying to save their lives. You are entirely right, but it is not their lives that they should be saving. It is their souls that are truly in peril.
Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Help me.
Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an enactor of the Emperor's justice? Then why should I, her mentor in faith, help you commit an act of treachery?
Can we do anything with Dogmatic? No. Because her actions fly in the face of all that you believe in. That you truly believe in. Incendia's world has no place for redemption, or mercy, or penitence. Would the sight of such a world please your eyes? Hieronymus's eyes are filled with bitter sadness.
No, it would not. My way of serving him has always been different from the paths trodden by the ecclesiarchy. Saint Drusus's doctrine taught me virtues that are unknown to many among the righteous, and I, in turn, taught them to my brothers and sisters. I tried to teach them to Incendia too, but she chose a different path. It is time for me to remind her of those lessons. Now you have banished my doubt. I will do what must be done. Saint Drusus's faithful will aid you in battle. Yes. I found cryovaults with people inside. People who were murdered by your brethren.
Hieronymus sighs heavily and is silent for a while. Then he replies in a hollow voice.
It was done on my orders. All my life I have been a confessor to lost souls. Now let me make my own confession to you. I seek no forgiveness or understanding. I only want to tell the truth. Aspis Bastal Corda had imprisoned her heirs in those cryovaults to stop them from challenging her authority. Incendia was among them.
Oh. Oh, this was in the Frozen City. Yeah.
My fellow faithful chanced upon those ice crypts. Aspis's wicked design horrified them, and I thought, if Saint Drusus had died a martyr's death to be resurrected in faith, perhaps another could follow in his footsteps. I chose Incendia, as full of worms as her innermost soul was. It had not rotted completely. As for the others, I put them to death, for thousands of years of suffering would not have been enough to cleanse the stench and rot from their cursed souls. I sabotaged Incendia's cryovault, and she spent 3 years conscious, blind, and helpless. My brothers and sisters recited prayer over her prison to plant the seed of faith in the soil I had weeded. I hid the truth from Incendia and became her mentor, setting her on a path of service to his will. And that was how Incendia, the offspring of a felonious heretic, became his vengeful hand striking down the enemies of the Imperium, at the cost of the evil I had done.
Okay, Aspis Corda was a heretic. I think I'm not remembering something, which, to be fair, it's been a while. But this is interesting. So he's the reason she's, like, literally, I thought he just convinced her, but this is like some Clockwork Orange shit. That's a bit suspicious.
You are a fanatic who tortured and manipulated her for years. And a liar and murderer as well. If you are accusing me, do not omit any of my crimes, for I will not deny them.
I mean... yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I guess... yeah.
My confession is over. I have bared my innermost self before you and the truth concealed therein. You are free to do with it as you please. I would like to see the Drusian relics. We would never refuse our help to one who makes generous donations to our mission.
So I can give away a lot more stuff, I think. Yeah, select tradable. 3,200. It's still not that much, but we can at least get some more cool things here. Soul Pattern Power Maul. We'll grab it. Boots of Silence. If the wearer did not spend MP during their turn, they double their cover efficiency and gain immunity to the forced movement effects until the end of the wearer's next turn. Virtue of Contempt. Obviously, so this would require him to use a Flamer. And we could. We have an Astartes Flamer. Fireproof, okay. Mars Pattern Heavy Bolter. Alright, big ol' Heavy Bolter there. Improved Heavy Rock Saw. Alright, I don't really use these. Void Veteran Boots. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy with their melee attack, they immediately gain +1 use of the charge ability, costing 0 AP. Yeah, that's kind of good. And the Soul Pattern Melt-A-Gun. Alright. This is the one that I want. I'm going to see if I can actually get rid of a few more things here. I don't think we need the Constructed Hand Flamer. There's probably some weapons we can get rid of. I think we can get rid of this one. Plasma Pistol will do its job. The Acid Spitter, it's like, yeah, it's toxic and melting, but it's not actually really that strong. I think we can get rid of the basic Dark Lance. Nobody's going to end up using that. I've got 2 Melt-A-Guns here. Yeah, the Mars Pattern is a tad better. A little bit higher base damage. Sure. What else? We have 2 maces. Torturer and the Soul Pattern Power Maul, they, yeah, the Soul Pattern Power Maul has just better stats, though. This one does more damage to stunned or staggered targets. I think I'm just going to take the base thing. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think I can get rid of that. It's not good enough. Death Hymn. I think I can get rid of Death Hymn. I don't know if this is going to get us where we need to go. I got two of these big old rock saws here. This says 50 pen. This says 40 strike count 4 on both of them. I'm not really sure which one's better. I think I'll get rid of the emergency cutter. Death Cult Power Blades, I'll hold on to them. They might be useful. Eldar Flamer. Quickly looking at... so some of those boots... This one we definitely want to keep. Or no, that was not these. Void Veteran boots. That I think I want to use. Can I, yeah, so we can do another one of these, but we're not going to be able to get to the next tier just yet. That's going to be a little while off. Actually, we only need 500. Can I, throw in any holy relics, for example? This would be Xeno artifacts, but he's not going to take Xeno artifacts. Does he take Mechanicus creations? Probably also not. These? It's all Mechanicus creations. This would be uniform cargo kit. Let me see what he actually wants. Ah, this is required cargo here. He would take uniform kits, but he would need a fair few of them, and then jewelry, of course. I don't know if I can actually afford to go to the next tier just yet, so we'll leave that for now. Unless there's some goods in here that we can immediately... Maybe there's gonna be enough.
A job for me.
Hey. I don't think this is gonna get us to where we need either. Well, we can
Let us not dawdle.
do some stuff down here as well. I'm actually gonna head downstairs. We might want to actually finish up.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
What's going on down below? So this might get us into the sewers, right? Yeah, this will get us into the sewers, so we can do Jai's mission before proceeding onwards. I'm not sure if the fight with Incendia is going to be the end of the act. It might be. And, yeah, I just don't know about the rest of the Gene Stealer stuff. I feel like we may have broken that quest. Or maybe it comes up in the final act again. I have no idea. Or I need to do something in my ship. That's also possible.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Thieves, Killers, and Smugglers, Cyrene. All the finest goods of Footfall. Every last one of them have passed through these tunnels.
Jai throws up her arms in a theatrical display of reverence.
As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Agi-cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them, and not draw any attention to ourselves, or else we might as well dump a pile of grok shit all over our plan. But now we are going to follow the plan. If you will allow me, Cyrene, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east almost to the very end. We connect the gas cylinder to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. Then we need to turn the valves in a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. I wish I knew exactly where that ash mag was holed up.
Argenta examines the dark tunnels morosely.
To skulk in the shadows, to hide from battle. These things are beneath his warriors, but for the sake of saving the innocent, I will dim the flame in my soul that urges me to charge openly at the enemy's ranks.
Yeah, saving the innocent. That is definitely what we're doing.
I would be careful about using the word innocent, given whose colleagues we are talking about. And the final move, like all the best regicide players, Cyrene, we find the service cogitator and send the gas along the pipes. And I'm sure I don't have to remind you that we must do all of this in complete silence. Not even the sewer rats are going to notice us, let alone Falco's lot. A game of regicide is not won on the final move, but with a strategy planned in advance. You can barely hear Heinrich's disgruntled muttering as he surveys the tunnel. This whole operation is the opposite of that.
We're not going to do that.
We shall work quickly and quietly, I understand. And may the exalted Emperor light your path.
So are we actually forced to do a stealth mission here? I'm going to quick save. I hate stealth missions when they're put in games that don't really have a framework for using proper stealth missions.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Always super fucking janky. So, what's the, like... Okay, I mean, we got there, so that's fine. Is there anything to get over that way? Not yet. Oh boy, we do actually have to, like... wait for enemies. I don't fucking know where we're supposed to go right now. Presumably not that way. Can we agility over here?
Duty prevails.
Guess so. And there's loot. And we can attach the gas cylinder. Alright, so I guess this worked. What do we have here? Venomous Slicer. I'll check it. This doesn't look very good. No. Right. So we can attach the gas cylinder. Very good.
One and it's done.
We can open the valves somewhere.
I always have a
over here.
backup plan.
Okay, maybe it's like a super easy... Maybe this stealth mission is just really easy. And unless you're like really stupid.
Failed.
Oh, we failed, did we? Who failed? Argenta.
And done.
Okay, where the hell do we need to go now? So there's... I just don't know, like, where the, what's your fatigue? That's
I always keep my
I'm still
options
new
open.
to the art
so
of
there's
exploring.
traps there.
My warp site
Oh, boy.
reveals something.
So we don't want to step on that. So we want to disarm this instead. So I can do it.
Found it.
Yeah, we got it.
My pleasure.
Alright, and this one gets turned off just also like this, I guess. And we got some valves over there, maybe?
A job for me.
Let's bring everyone on over here. I'm glad we have a perception person and a skill monkey. Alright, it's another one. And then we can turn this
Keep
trap
your wits
off
about you.
right here.
The Emperor favors me today.
Do some more looting. I don't see any hostiles, so that's great. Which way do we go? What is this? Okay, that's another valve. Alright. This is where those jerks were, I think. So we don't want to go there. Then they're going to also be, like, super easy. But they will be able to spot us. Okay, so he's looking that way. Alright. I think it's going to be okay. Are there hostiles in here? There are. Quickly run
Attention
through
to
this.
detail is the key to success.
Alright, quickly now.
One and it's done.
Alright, another valve here. Okay. Is that all of them? Might be. At the very least, we're safe on this side, I think. We don't want to get that close, I imagine. So there's definitely one or more hostile in there. It's a valve. That's a valve. It's a valve, and then there's two. So what do we still need to do? UD5. Shit. Did we miss one of them? Hold up here. So that's that one right there. I think we got that one. No, we may not have gotten that one. Okay, I want
Is
to...
there money to be made?
Can we go back over this way? Get to this side? Yeah, we definitely can. It's just gonna be a bit risky. But I think that's where the other valve is. It's gonna be quite close to the baddies. So I'll do a quick autosave here. So I'd rather not screw it up at the last second. Nope. Okay, if you guys want to stay right there, and we can quickly send Jai over.
Let's make a deal.
Where is it, actually? It's there. It's this one. We already did this one. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
There's one there, maybe? That's awfully close to these guys. No, that's our agility test to get back over. I don't think we need to do that. Because there's two down there. We definitely got two down there, so then it's this one. How did I miss that one? I don't know. Let's see, all the way down that way. Alright. I'm pretty sure I got this one, but we'll see.
I always keep my options open.
Definitely did. So... I wish it named them. So we did that one, right? Almost positive we did that one. Okay, stop. We have a hostile there. I'm not sure. I really don't know, like, how you're supposed to keep hidden if that's
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Here. Just to be sure, there's this here. And then there's this at this end. Okay. And then we cross here. And you're quickly walking around. Valko's patroller, that's a problem. Go that way. Please run that way. Thank you. So, this one's done. We've got to do the crossing here. Boy, how did we do that again? I think we cross over that way. Hope for the best. Okay. Alright, good. Get over here.
I always have a backup plan.
No. Wrong way. Shit. No, then I have to go around... Are we going through here? Hold on, what? I didn't see this at all. Alright, never mind. We're gonna just try this. I'm assuming I got them all here. Maybe wrong, but... Is there an enemy?
Let us see what I found.
I'm assuming this is okay.
Some choose wealth, others prefer power. And me? Well, I'm not that picky. I'll take both.
Huh? Oh, shit. I didn't see that guy. Let's quickly load. The, camera and stuff being blocked makes stealth in, TRPGs, or CRPGs, generally suck. I did not like the stealth sections in Baldur's Gate 3 either. Okay. We are indeed here. We got... Well, that's the air recirculator, and then there was a valve. We definitely got... Okay. There's definitely one more that we just need to go up.
Let us not dawdle.
So...
Stop! There!
I didn't even see this guy. He's just gonna come out of there, and then basically... Alright, so if we run this way, hide there, then we can send
Ready as always.
Around. As soon as that guy comes, I just don't know when he's gonna come.
Looking for a hidden cache?
Where is he? I don't know.
I have
Run
an
this
eye
way.
for treasure.
Yeah, that's fine. Disarm that.
My pleasure.
Okay. Hide here. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's right there. I hope this is fine. No, it is not. Okay, so he comes from that side. Loading. I'm loading saved here because I don't like these mechanics.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Intriguing.
Okay, get over that way. Actually, I'm just gonna move everybody way the fuck over there.
Let's make a deal.
'Cause I don't know what triggered. See, it looked like he looked down here, so he saw our guys hiding on this side, which doesn't make any sense, but
I love to lead.
should blend into the shadows and move more quietly. Okay, yeah, and how do we do that?
And
If there was like
done.
a clear space where you could be stealthy.
Trap or treasure?
So that guy's right there. He's coming. We can't go that way right now. Are there guys coming from this side? Let's find out. Maybe not. Maybe this is our place to hide. This might be our place to hide. For the moment. What's in there?
The treasures of the Coronis await.
Oh shit, he's coming this way. Fuck. Is this the valve? Alright, well we got the valve. Hopefully he doesn't come this way. If he does, I guess it's over. Pump gas into the vents. What do we got here, though? Rune-carved shuriken cannon. And that would be cool. And then this Camelitum badge. When the wearer hits an enemy with a melee range, all allies adjacent to the wearer gain 13 temporary wounds and perform an attack of opportunity against the enemy hit by the wearer. No. Not good. I don't have anybody that's going to use this, so I'm just going to get rid of them. Okay, because you can't look around walls without actually putting yourself out behind walls, which is just... I don't know.
Where's the profit in this?
Okay, he's going that way at the very least. So, can we follow in his steps? Can we go this way? There's nothing to be done there. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to deactivate. Oh boy. How long does he take? Do his thing. Okay, just deactivate
A job
that
for
trap
me.
right there. Okay, I'm not going that way. We're just gonna go out because now we can use the gas, I think. So I'll go around this way.
I always keep my options open.
And then we don't go through... Yeah, we... No, we don't go through there. That's a bad idea. You guys are doing your thing. Then we cut around this way. And we cross the gap here. Okay, that was close.
Damn it!
Stop
I
it.
mean, just
The
bad
burden of
luck.
failure is the most
One
terrible
and punished.
punishment.
This is also annoying. So...
Keep your wits about you.
What do we do now? Do we activate the thing? Or is there more that needs to be done in the opposite direction? Are you kidding me? Air recirculator, that's the one we needed to use, right? Which is right here. But apparently that's not the one we need to use. What do we need to do now? Pump the gas. Using one of the abandoned cogitators. Right, abandoned cogitator it was. Okay. Well. Most unfortunate. 65% chance, please don't fuck up.
And
Alright,
done.
great. So now where? I guess we gotta find one of the abandoned cogitators. I guess that's somewhere up there. Hopefully not in here, because we're not turning that off anytime soon. We can cut around this way.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Where would we find an abandoned cogitator? That is the question. Right. So this guy, I think, can spot us. I'm gonna send Jai again.
Trading is just like art. It takes skill and talent.
She's got one fatigued. Minus 10 penalty to strength, toughness, and agility, and reduces MP by 1. I think she can handle it for this.
Every day, a new
Okay,
opportunity.
he's going that way, so I'm gonna cut around. Seriously? So it's not even a directional thing, it's just like you get too close to him. Oh shit. That was stupid. Pause. You guys
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
not do
Let's
that.
not waste time with pleasantries.
Color the uncolored.
What advice do you seek?
The Emperor sets my path.
Some choose wealth, others prepare power. And me, well, I'm not that picky. I'll take both.
Alright, so he's just gone into there again, so I guess we gotta wait until he comes back out. So there's no sense in going that way while he's there. So, like, how long is this patrol circuit? And does he come down this way? I don't think he does. Maybe he did. Yeah, I think he did actually come down this way. Maybe he comes down here next. And then have to wait even longer. I hear him. Where are you? Coming this way? Yeah. Okay, so you run and hide.
Oh, don't you trust me?
You can hear him. It's just like there should be some sort of silhouette or something. Otherwise, this is just miserable.
Cyrene.
Okay, he's going that way now. So hopefully he goes down the other passage, and I can slip in behind him. I just want to... Like, I have no idea what the distance here is.
I love to lead.
Please go left. You're going right again. Okay, that's great. Then I need to, then I know what I need to do. And I hope this is... No, I can't do it that way. I have to wait for him to go down there and then cut across from here. That's what I gotta do. How do I do that without getting spotted? I think I can come here, maybe? We'll at least see him. Coming? Yes.
The treasures of the Coronis await.
Wait. Can we, I think we should be able to, move to, like, here. Right, he's going that way. Good. Can we move closer? I think so. Can deactivate that just to...
A job
Does.
for me.
Alright, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. We gotta move quickly. That's, outlaws. We don't want to do anything there. Repair the cogitator.
One
Tech
and
use.
it's done.
Okay.
Looking for
now
a
what?
hidden cache?
I don't get it. Guess we're gonna hide in here real quick. It's fine. So that didn't do it. Outlaw, incendiary. Yeah, there's like all these guys here. But where's the fucking cogitator? Set up cogitator. Okay. It is this one. We had just had to interact with it a few times. Hopefully... You're gonna come back? He's coming. Hide, 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 hide.
Where's
hide.
the profit in this?
Yeah, I don't know, like, if he comes all the way up through here, or I think we're just kind of screwed, right? Or he doesn't come all the way this way. That'd be great. He's not here. Right, maybe he's gone. I think he's far... No, he's not. Please go away. Okay, thank you for listening. Set up the cogitator. I hope this works. And everyone's asleep. Alright. Now what? So...
Always.
What do I do now? We go in? I guess this worked. They were still alive. Wake up, Tora. Come on, you bloody Kashka. Wake up! Jai shakes the surviving twin by the shoulder. Get over here. It was a trap. Where do you go? The bruised and bloodied face with swollen eyes is hard to recognize as the once radiant visage of Tora the twin. Uh-oh. By the Exalted One, what's the Ashmag done to your poor face? Light of my soul. Jai gently strokes the girl's swollen cheek, then turns to you. She will die here, like the scum, or he will die here, like the scum that he is, Cyrene. It's what he deserves. Yeah, do it. Go for it. Is that him? I'm gonna hit him with a blaster. Oops, I didn't accidentally hit that. Without another word, the cold trader draws a weapon and carries out your sentence. For my brother, you piece of shit! A few scant tears trickle from Tora's watery eyes. The rest of the gang are huddled together. Despite their pitiful physical condition, they greet you with satisfied smirks, and they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jai. Oh, do they not like him? Well, Cyrene, from now on, Footfalls can sleep soundly. The foulest wart on its rusty body has finally been burnt off by none other than Jai Hidari, and her wonderful patron, of course. Jai winks at you, and her face breaks into the most genuine smile that you have ever seen from her. I'll admit, I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship in a more private setting. Alright. So...
Let us not dawdle.
We get to loot Falco? Yes, we do. What did he have? Elite Blast Pistol. Is that better than the Desolation Blast Pistol? It might be. This is 23 to 35, 75% AP. This one has slightly less AP, but is otherwise better, so... 30 dodge reduction. And slightly better AP. And inflicting stacks of melting. Range 6. Range 6. Otherwise the same. I think the other one's better. However, I'm gonna... Never mind. It's gone. Scorpion Sting. No. And this Drukhari armor, reinforced witch armor. No, we don't need that. Alright. Okay. What do we do with all these thugs here?
Is there money to be made?
Okay, well, whatever. I guess they're, dead or something. So what do we do now? How do we get out of here again? Valve... No, I guess we can go out this way. To the Adeptus Amicicus. That's nice, at least, that there is a quicker way out. Alright. Well, we got Jai out. Or we got, Tora out, I should say. Now let's go, settle affairs with, the Liege. Though, I think we'll be doing that in the next episode. So, stay tuned for that. I think we're gonna have a nice showdown on in the Adeptus Amicicus. Good old-fashioned bar fight, though a little bit more lethal than the usual one, I reckon. And yeah, should be fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have enjoyed it,
top, or get left in the dust.
And thanks again for everybody that's been watching this series. It's been a quite good game. It's got a few hiccups, but generally Rogue Trader is pretty awesome. So stay tuned for the next one. Should be up within a few days. Righto, everybody. Ash Heritor out, and the Emperor protects.